Hey, thanks for clicking on this video. I know you have a ton of choices on the interweb, so I appreciate you coming this way. We're going to do another honest album review. That's where we put away all the hype and what we're supposed to like and what we're told is good or not, and just give you an honest review. We're going to do Chris Cornell. Of course, Chris Cornell was born and raised in Seattle and was known as the singer of Soundgarden. Soundgarden came into my picture around 89 or so. I was just getting out of high school. People were saying, you got to hear this guy. Kind of sounds like Led Zeppelin-ish and all that stuff. And I tell you, boy, that guy could sing. Amazing range. I was always impressed with people that could get to the high range and high notes with just using their head voice. Like, they weren't using falsetto or anything like that. They were just, it was in their range to get that high. It was just amazing stuff. First saw Soundgarden on Lollapalooza 2, which was 1992, I believe. It was Ministry, Ice Cube, Soundgarden. I think the Chili Peppers headlined. But it was an amazing time for music. Since then, I kind of just got way into more like punk stuff for a long time, but I always appreciated Soundgarden, and of course they broke up, and then when they reformed, I was lucky enough to see them 2011 and twice in 2013. That would be the last two shows that I saw them here at the Riviera in Chicago. Way oversold shows. We were packed in. The first night, I didn't get too far up to the stage at all. It was kind of crammed up against a wall upstairs. The second night, me and my friend got there really early, so I was maybe row 2. It's just amazing to be that close to a guy that was that talented. Sadly, we lost him in 2017. He put out 5 solo albums. I never really knew he had a big solo career. I knew Soundgarden and Audioslave and stuff like that, but I never really knew. So his 5th and final could be final solo album is No One Sings Like You Anymore. I got the Target exclusive. This is the record here. Got the Target exclusive. I'll keep that up here. It's orange. I don't know what, I guess the kind of hang out with the color scheme of the color, but orange. Anyway, let's get right into the tracks, because that's what we care about. We don't care about what color it is. So this came out, of course, being a Soundgarden fan, I figured I might as well purchase it and check it out. I wanted to spin it a little while before, I jump on the internet to give my little opinion about if it's good or not, and track by track. So let's go track by track. Get It While You Can. It was originally a Janis Joplin song. This is one of the few ones on the record, spoiler alert, that I did like the original more. I thought when Janis, amazing vocalist, she really had this bluesy kind of growl to her voice, and the instrumentation around her was really cool. Chris Cornell, for some reason, tried to do like the drum machine kind of sound on it. Kind of sound like a coffee house version of a great umphy blues song. So I gave it a C. I felt like it was a weak way to kind of start the album out. Jump Into the Fire, track 2. I was hoping it was going to be Jump Into the Fire from Metallica. I really was. And then I was like, oh wait, Into the Fire. It's by Harry Nilsson. It's a strange song, but I liked it more than the original. I thought Chris Cornell did a great version with it. It's kind of a strange, loopy song. Check it out, but I give it a B. It's a good song. Sad Sad City by a pretty obscure band, Ghostland Observatory something. Came out in 2006, which to me doesn't seem, that's a newer song, but if you think about it, it's 15 years ago. It's an older song. And I thought Chris Cornell really brought a cooler feel to it than the original. I gave it a B. I thought it was really good. Where he hits a home run is a song called Patience, originally by Guns N' Roses, of course. I thought he hit this was a home run. Hit it out of the park. He just brings this emotion to it that I like the version from Axl. He sings interesting with his scratchy little Indiana voice, but Chris Cornell, I felt like just brought a little more soul to it, if you will, and he sings the hell out of that song. A+, I think it's the top song of the whole album. This is what I thought was going to be the top song of the album. Nothing Compares to You. Of course, Prince, Sinead O'Connor made it huge. You couldn't escape that song. You would run away from MTV or anyone playing it. You could not escape that song. You were going to hear that song 5,000 times every day when it came out. Everyone watches probably heard Chris Cornell's version of it. He just does an amazing version. It's almost as good as Patience, but it's right under it. It is an A. It is a solid A song. It is great. Does an excellent version of it. Now, starting off with side 2, he does a John Lennon classic, Watching the Wheels. For some reason, I know this song very well. I've heard it a million times. I just never knew really what it was called. He did a great kind of upbeat version to it. I give it an A. He's got a really good feel to it. My critique kind of the whole album as a whole, sometimes it feels a little more electronic-y than I wanted it to. I wanted to really hear like real drums and instrumentation as opposed to more things on a like drum machine electronic side. But he does a great job with this John Lennon song. The guy can sing. He's one of these people. He can sing the phone book. Now, I wouldn't buy something of anyone singing the phone book, but of course, but he was just a great singer. It's hard to say he was because you want him to be around still, but unfortunately he's not. The next track is You Don't Know Nothing About Love. It's a really good bluesy kind of a song, good soul song. I give it a B. He could sing, of course, the grunge rock kind of stuff. Obviously excellent because he gets in that higher range and it screams over the louder guitars and the drums. It's perfect for that. But you slow it and you quiet it down. And he's got an amazing voice for blues songs, so blues and soul songs. Around those lines, to anyone putting a solo album out there, anyone that's a great singer and stuff, there is a song called I Still Love You Anyway by Mr. Buddy Miles that no one seems to cover, no one seems to do. It is probably one of my favorite slow soul songs of all times. I Still Love You Anyway by Buddy Miles. Please, somebody do that. I wish Chris would have performed it, put it on this album. It's just an amazing song. Check it out on YouTube. Tell me I'm wrong if I'm wrong, but I am not. That is an amazing song. And that's when people ask me, oh, do you like American Idol and stuff like that? All these singing competitions, that's the one thing to me, it seems so contrived. A lot of these people are young, and I don't know if they've had hard enough life or whatever, but it seems like I want to be famous, as opposed to I'm telling you how I'm feeling kind of a singing. And they just don't have that soul. And every once in a while you hear a great singer who has it, obviously. But that's just a lot of singers today. They just, I don't know, they all just don't have that element of like, I'm feeling pain. Not that I'm trying to be a star and I'm singing great. No, I want to hear that I'm feeling pain, because then I can feel that pain from that person. Because life sucks. Life is hard. Next track is Showdown by ELO. To me, I can't listen to this song from ELO or Chris Cornell without heard it through the grapevine. In the verse, I just hear that song and it ruins it for me. And I don't know, you may think I'm crazy, but sometimes if I just hear another song within a song, I just want to hear the original, and I don't know. I give it a C. It's just blah. To me, it's probably the worst track on the album. It's kind of a throwaway, I think, but still, C. I made it through high school on C. So, second to last track is To Be Treated Right by Terry Reid. He's an English guitarist and performer. It's nice. He stays really close to the original calm version. It's really a nice song. I give it a B. I mean, like I said, Chris Cornell just is one of these people that you don't want to hear him sing the phone book, because the phone book is boring, but he's got a great voice, so whatever he puts that voice to is usually a hit. And he closes off with a nice 60s ballad from Lorraine Ellison, Stay With Me Baby. He just powerful. And on this song, you can hear real acoustic drums, and the organ sounds amazing. It's just a little more wholesome. So he got away from a few of the tracks, like I was saying, that sounds kind of like more electronic-y. He just hits it out of the park. A solid A performance. Powerful ballad. It falls around a B+ album. It's great. The few songs, that he hits it out of the park, those songs alone are worth to check this record out. If you love Soundgarden, of course, you'll check it out for sure. If you just, if you're like a fan that just kind of heard Chris Cornell do a few cover songs and not sure, I would still say pick this album up. It is a great release. Well, I hope this honest album review helped you out, figuring out if you want to buy or not, or please let me know in the comments below if I was wrong, if I got an A, B, C, or D, but as long as you pass, right? Thanks for watching.